Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends back with another video. Thanks for joining me as always. For today's video, we're going to open a little bit of mail. I've picked up 4 cards in the recent past here that are all of the same player and have all arrived recently, so it just made sense to group them together here, kind of show them off and talk a little bit about this player and what my interest level is in them. So one of the 4 cards came a week or 2 ago and I've already opened it. So we'll start with that one. And that is the card you see here, which is the 2018 Topps Finest Refractor of Rafael Devers of the Boston Red Sox. So I mentioned in an earlier video that I'm a fan of Devers. I think he's a very talented young player who has tremendous potential, still just in his young 20s. And so I've been looking for his cards where I can get them on the cheap, and that is the theme of today's video. So this one, obviously, being a refractor, I was drawn to it. I love, shiny cards of all sorts, and the price was right here. So with modern cards, I frequently search out PSA 9 grade cards. I have, I think, maybe only 1 or 2 10s in my entire collection of hundreds and hundreds of PSA cards. Really just want something that's in good shape and that's encapsulated, protected, and authenticated, and typically not looking to pay the premium that a PSA 10 demands. So 9s are really what I look for, and I was able to snatch this one up for $14.99. Now, if you heard the news this past Monday from PSA, they have raised the prices on all of their grading services in response to the deluge of inbound cards that they've been under for the last year or two and all the changes in this hobby. So now even a value submission to PSA, which is their slowest turnaround time and currently takes, a year or more to get your card back, that costs $20. So to pick this card up for $14.99 and pay $5 less for a PSA 9 than it would cost me in submission fees to even send one in and wait a year was a no-brainer. Unfortunately, I think as a result of this decision by PSA, and I don't disagree, I think they needed to change something to respond to the demand that's gone on in this hobby. But as a result of that, I don't think you're going to see many cards of this ilk being graded going forward. There's just no financial advantage for a seller to take a card like this, send it in, spend $20, wait a year for the card to be returned, only to be able to sell it for $15 on eBay. So that's a little bit disappointing. That was sort of a go-to for me, were those cheap, $30 and under PSA 9s, and I think you're going to see fewer and fewer of those in the wild as a result of the recent change. But like I said, I understand that PSA needed to change something, and easy for me to fault them without being in their shoes. But so that's the first card. This next one here, I have not even opened yet, so bear with me a second while we slice into this guy. And I think this one actually contains a pair of cards, if I have my package right here. And really good packing job by this seller. Love when they do a bubble mailer and then another bubble mailer inside just to really protect the cards. Certainly didn't expect that given what I paid for these, but okay, so here are the next 2. First up, we have Rafael Devers on the 2018 Topps Fire. This is a purple parallel, and these are numbered on the back to just 99 copies. You can see this is number 19 of 99, and picked this up for many of the same reasons as the Finest one that we covered previously. If you love shiny cards like I do, and you have not seen the Topps Fire foil parallels, I highly recommend them. I mean, just look at the way the light bounces off this card. It's just really, really vibrant and dynamic. And in some respects, I even like these more so than the Topps Chrome refractors or the Finest refractor that you see in the background there, just because it's just really sort of a wild, colorful design. I know these aren't for everybody, but if you have a player that you collect who's in sets from the last couple of years and you enjoy shiny cards, really would recommend searching out some of these parallels. The theme of today, this one certainly fits the theme, is cards that you may not see graded a whole lot any longer under the new PSA model and This one is very similar to the finest one we just looked at in that it only cost me $20. That was prior to shipping and taxes, but still, I just don't think you'll see a lot of that after the pricing changes that were announced. But cool card there, the purple. And then to go along with that, from the same seller and listed at the same time, was the orange version. These are easier to come by than the purples. They are serial numbered as well, but to 299. So I have copy 149 of 299. Other than that, it's the exact same card as the purple we just saw, just done with orange. There are other colors as well. I didn't do a ton of research prior to this video. I do know that there are unnumbered Target exclusive flame parallels, which are very similar to these, but have a red type effect to them as opposed to purple or orange. Those look particularly cool, obviously, with the Red Sox being team color matching. Don't have one of those to show today, but very happy with the two that I was able to pick up there, especially given the price point. The orange was even cheaper than the purple was. That one set me back, I believe, $13 and change. So, and then here's our last card of today's post. And I'm sure you can guess who the subject is at this point in the video, but let's take a look at it anyway. And again, another nice packaging job by the eBay seller here. I certainly do not expect double bubble mailer treatment for cards that were this cheap, but it's very much appreciated. And here is the last Devers for today. From the 2018 Stadium Club set, we have the Beam Team insert. So obviously, I don't think this is considered a true rookie card per se, given that it is an insert card and not a base card from Stadium Club, but really like this one because I just recall how big a deal those Beam Team inserts were in the early 90s, especially those early basketball inserts. And so I thought it was kind of a cool card just to see this, the same insert set revived, you know, many years later for the 2018 Stadium Club release. Even though it's not an official rookie card, it is a rookie year card, does have the rookie card logo. And I just thought it was kind of a cool and unique addition to my small collection of Devers cards. So this one was the cheapest of everything you see here today. This cost me less than $10 before tax and shipping. And so just a real bargain there. It's not serial numbered or anything like that. There are parallels of this card that are numbered. I think I saw a black parallel numbered to 99 sell around the same time as this one. But this is the unnumbered parallel, and the price point was certainly reflected in that at, again, less than $10 to pick this card up. So that's a wrap for today. Just wanted to share those with you. I think that's kind of a cool little grouping of cards of somebody who I think is a very bright prospect and someone who I'm expecting big things from in the lineup for the Red Sox this year. So I'll certainly be watching this coming season with a little bit extra level of interest to see how Devers fares, given that I have him well represented in my collection like this. And, you know, just goes to show you that even with prices being crazy and things being the way they are right now, I think I've said this a few times already on the channel, but there's always a way to have fun in this hobby and to acquire some pretty neat pickups without spending a lot of money. You know, the sum total of everything you see here was like something in the range of like $60, plus a couple bucks shipping and tax. And out of that, I ended up with a pretty nice start to a Devers collection here, and including 3 rookies, 2 of which are numbered, 3 of which are shiny, and 1 of which is a cool throwback to an insert set from my childhood. So that's all for today. We'll try to cut this off now and keep it under 10 minutes in length, but appreciate you joining me. And if you have any cool Devers cards, or if there are any prospects that you've been searching out recently, I'd certainly love to hear about it in the comments. Thanks as always for stopping by, and happy collecting.